ॐ अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तमेन चराचरम् अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तमेन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितमेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितमेन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् श्रीवैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। Friends, in previous discussions, I have discussed with you chapters 1, 2 and 3, and also have been taken by me many important verses, many important shlokas, and what are the philosophical points inherent in these verses that have been explained to you. And in chapter 4, I have also taken verse number 1 to verse number 15. Today, I would like to discuss with you verse number 16 to 18, and I hope that you will certainly see the points that I would discuss in Gita from verse number 16 to 17. As a matter of fact, Gita is of the opinion that sitting idle is a sin. And in this chapter, and in verse number 16, 17 and 18, the main philosophical thing that I would like to talk with you is karma, akarma and vikarma. Action, inaction and prohibited action. The slok number 16 is Kim karmeti kavyopyatra mohitaha tate karma pravakshami यज्ञात्वा मोक्षस्ते शुभात्। कर्म क्या है और अकर्म क्या है, इसे निश्चित करने में बुद्धिमान व्यक्ति भी मोहग्रस्त हो जाते हैं। अतः मैं तुमको बताऊंगा कि कर्म क्या है, जिसे जानकर तुम अशुभ से मुक्त हो सकोगे। ऐसा भगवान कृष्ण अर्जुन के सारथी, अर्जुन के मित्र और अर्जुन के गुरु और भगवान उनको कह रहे हैं। मैं उन चीज़ों को तुमको बताऊंगा जो तुम्हें लिबरेट कर देगा, मुक्त कर देगा। और क्या कह रहे हैं कि इवन वाइज आर कंफ्यूज। मोहितम शब्द प्रयोग किया गया है। कवि शब्द प्रयोग किया है। कवि मीन्स पोएट, इंटेलिजेंट, वाइज, सेज, सेंट। Krishna says even wise are confused about what is action and what is inaction. What is inaction? I shall explain that action to you, knowing which you shall be freed from all misfortunes. This verse 16 includes various philosophical points that is to be discussed. First, the definition of the karma is not self-evident. Common sense says moving, walking, going, doing something is action. Sitting idly, sleeping idly, doing nothing is akarma, inaction. But Gita says it is not truth. It is not correct, it is not right, it is wrong. Krishna calls this naive, inexperienced, immature, ingenuous. And the word used, kavya. Even kavya are mohitam. Mohitam. Mohitam means भ्रम में है. They also don't know. Kavya means wise men. Kavya means saints, sages, intelligent persons. Mohitam. They also don't know what is action, what is inaction, and what is prohibited action. Even Kavya don't know what is karma, what is akarma, and what is vikarma. Seers, Krishna says, even seers, sages, poets, intellectuals are deluded. Here, it means the issue is not so simple. It is only can be told by some authority who knows. It cannot be solved even by logic. This sets up the need for gyan, knowledge, gyan. That is, direct knowledge from a higher source. Krishna positions himself as the authority who can resolve a debate that has confused the entire philosophical tradition. Before asking, what should I do? Ask, do I even understand what doing means? हम कहते हैं हम क्या करें? अर्जुन पूछ रहा है मैं लड़े कि न लड़े, यानी मैं करूं कि ना करूं, अर्जुन कह रहा है. कृष्ण कह रहे हैं अरे करना किसे कहते हैं, कर्म किसे कहते हैं, एक्शन किसे कहते हैं, पहले इसको जानो. Before asking what I should do, ask what doing means. Most moral confusion comes from wrong category. I am reading verse number 17. कर्मणो ह्यापि बोधव्यम बोधव्यम च विकर्मणः अकर्मणश्च बोधव्यम गहना कर्मणो गति. कर्म की बारीकियों को समझना अत्यंत कठिन है, अतः मनुष्य को चाहिए कि वह ठीक से जान ले कि कर्म क्या है, विकर्म क्या है और अकर्म क्या है. ये चीजें वो जान ले. दिस इज द वर्स नंबर 17 of chapter 4. For the nature of action must be understood, and also of wrong action and of inaction. Profound is the way of action. Krishna breaks action into three categories that must all be understood. This is a complete taxonomy, a complete classification, a complete groupage, because this classification has been done by Krishna. Three categories of karma. Number one, karma, action. Action means prescribed action. Action in accordance with dharma. Action in accordance with religion. Action in accordance with scriptures. Action in accordance with Shastra. That is action. It is duty without selfish motive. Do what the scriptures do, what action is prescribed by the religion, but without selfish motive. That is action. Karmanevaadhikarasте ma phaleshu jnana. Without any selfish motive. That is action. It is dharmic action. It is a religious action that purifies the mind. Chitta Shuddhi purifies mind. It binds only if done with ego. अगर यही काम ईगो से किया, मैंने किया, I have done, this is ego, then it binds, फिर ये बंधनकारी हो जाता है. Do as prescribed in scriptures, as prescribed in religion, as prescribed in dharma, but without motive and also without ego. Then I am talking about vikarma. What is vikarma? It is prohibited action against dharma, against religion. This is sin. This is evil. But deeper, it's action born from rag dvesh. That is attachment. That is aversion. It creates gross karmic debt and thickness ignorance. विकर्म अज्ञान को और मोटा बना देता है, ज्ञान पर एक परत डाल देता है. यह विकर्म जो है धार्मिक एक्शन नहीं है, स्क्रिप्चर्स द्वारा ये प्रूव नहीं है, धर्मशास्त्रों में प्रिस्क्राइब नहीं है, ये राग द्वेष युक्त होता है. सो दिस टाइप ऑफ एक्शन दैट इज विकर्म इज प्रोहिबिटेड. इट इज ए प्रोहिबिटेड एक्शन. It is against religion. This type of action is sin. This type of action is evil. It includes asakti, attachment, rag dvesh. It creates gross karmic debt. कर्ज लगता है इससे, हम बंधते हैं. And thickens ignorance. Then what is akarm? You have been told karm, vikarm, and now what is akarm? Akarm, that is inaction. Means akarm means inaction, but not just physical stillness. Inaction does not mean physical stillness. This is the trickiest. Akarma has two meanings. First, event of being free from reaction even while acting. And second, renunciation of action, which itself can be vikarma if done from delusion. Suppose that you are a lecturer. You go every day late in your college, and your principal every day tells you, why don't you come in time? You are thinking in your mind about abusing the principal, about telling harsh words to the principal, but you don't speak harsh words. You don't abuse the principal. And you think that you have done no action. You think this is akarma. You think that is inaction. You think this is inaction. But as a matter of fact, this is not inaction. akarm, vikarm and karm. Very clearly understand the difference. Thinking about to abuse the principle without abusing is also not a karma, is also not in action. Karma has been done, action has been done. I want to simply say that action is not limited to the body only. Action is not limited to the body only, that physically you are involved. If you think something in mind, that is also action. You are thinking something about the principle, that is not a karma. You have done sin and you will be penalized, and the result of this type of thinking will certainly be received by you. The Gita in this way categorizes action in three categories: karma, vikarma and akarma. And in akarma, I have given you, Krishna has given you, the Gita has given you two categories. Here also, akarma, number one, event of being free from reaction, even while acting. And the second, renunciation of action, which itself can be vikarma if done from delusion. Gahana karmano gati. The way of karma is profound, Gita says. Gahana karmano gati. The way of karma is profound. Karma is not mechanical physics. एकदम सीधी मशीन वाली सोच कर्म नहीं है. It is gahana, that is deep. गहन है, deep है. The moral quality of an act does not lie in the act itself, but in kartabya bhav. That is sense of doership, sense of ego. आपने कुछ किया और सोचते मैंने किया, दैट इज सेंस ऑफ ईगो. आपने कुछ किया और उसमें आपके अंदर कर्तृत्व का भाव है, डूअर का, मैं डूअर हूं, और उसका ईगो है. द मॉरल क्वालिटी ऑफ एन एक्ट डज नॉट लाई इन द एक्ट इटसेल्फ, बट इन सेंस ऑफ डूअरशिप, सेंस ऑफ ईगो. This is not correct. This is wrong. Sarva karmani, sarva dharmani parityajya. Dharman means whatever you do. Whatever you do. Sarva dharmani parityajya. Mamekam saranam braj. Whatever you do, surrender your duty, surrender your work to the God, to Lord Krishna. The feeling of doership is not good. I am doer. This is not right. The second thing is, secondly, that is intention. Vasana, sankalp. It means latent desire behind it. This verse prepares the ground for next coming verse. Since the I, who claims to be the doer, is itself a product of ignorance, the entire problem of action dissolves with self-knowledge. आत्म साक्षात्कार के द्वारा ही इस समस्या का निदान हो सकता है. इसके बिना इसका निदान नहीं हो सकता. I am reading the verse number 18. कर्मण्य कर्मयः पश्येत् कर्मणि च कर्मयः स बुद्धिमान मनुष्येषु स युक्तः कृष्ण कर्मयुत् जो मनुष्य कर्म में अकर्म और अकर्म में कर्म देखता है वह सभी मनुष्यों में बुद्धिमान है। जो व्यक्ति कर्म में अकर्म और अकर्म में कर्म देखता है वह सभी मनुष्यों में बुद्धिमान है और सब प्रकार के कर्मों में प्रवृत्त रह करके भी दिव्य स्थिति में रहता है। दिस इज व्हाट द वर्स नंबर 18 ऑफ द गीता से। ही who sees in action, he who sees in action, akarma, in action, he who sees in action, and action in inaction, जो कर्म में अकर्म और अकर्म में कर्म देखता है। he who sees in action and action in inaction, he is wise, intelligent among men. He is yogi and performer of all actions. कर्मण्य कर्म, कर्मण्य कर्म, in action, कर्मण्य कर्म, कर्म में कर्मण्य अकर्म, अकर्म में कर्म देखना, कर्मण्य कर्म, in action, seeing in action is vigorously active, extremely. The body is, or the mind is vigorously active, but internally there is no sense of I am doing. This is based on Sankhya philosophy through the three gunas, Sat, Raj and Tam. Purush means self. Self is just the witness. The wise person identifies with Purush, not Prakriti. The sun acts by enabling all life, but it takes no credit and has no fatigue. A jnani, an intelligent person, a jnani, acts in the same way. Externally, the body is still, but internally there is intense mental action, desiring, fearing, ego, etc. Krishna directly attacks fake sannyasis. If you quit your job and sit in a cave, but mentally crave fame, sex, or revenge, you are performing karma. Thought wave is also karma. जो विचारधारा चलती है वो भी कर्म है. So true akarm is not physical always, but mental stillness and absence of doership. That is akarm. Not mental also. No sense of doership, no ego, and mental stillness. For example, a man meditating but fuming about his enemy is doing vikarma. That is vikarma. That is prohibited action. A king ruling his kingdom with attachment is not a karma. But if the king rules his kingdom with detachment That is akarma. That is akarma. Who is wise? In these verses, Krishna tells who is wise. Not the ritualist, not the scholar, not the ascetic, but one who has this discriminative vision of karma, akarma, and vikarma. Action, inaction, and prohibited action. What is the problem? The problem is this, that we are not bound by action, but by doership and desire. Do your action, but there should not be the feeling of doership. There should be no ego. There should be no desire, no attachment. What is the solution? The solution is this, that act intensely without ego, or renounce truly without mental action. This is why Krishna is motivating Arjuna to fight. Fighting is karma, but if done without ego and desire, it is akarma and leads to liberation. Renouncing the war out of the fear would be akarma extremely, but vikarma internally, and would bind him. कर्म कोई एटीएम कार्ड नहीं है कि पिन डालो और कैश निकल आएगा. कर्म बीज है. जमीन, पानी, मौसम सब ठीक होगा तभी फल लगेगा. और कैसा फल लगेगा? कि बीज जो बोता है उस बोने वाले की नीयत पर निर्भर करता है. इसलिए कृष्ण का कहना है कि बाहर से एक जैसा काम कर रहे दो लोग, एक बंध रहा है और दूसरा मुक्त हो रहा है. एक जैसा काम दो लोग कर रहे हैं, एक बंध रहा है, दूसरा मुक्त हो रहा है. बंध कौन रहा है? One who is doing but thinking that I am doing. He has one who has the feeling of doership and ego, who has some types of attachment. And the other, no feeling of doership, no ego. He surrenders all his karma to the Krishna. He is not to be binded, to be bound by karma, because he has no attachment. And this is the way of liberation. This is the path of liberation. बिना बंधन का जो काम है वही तो लिबरेशन का पाथ है, मुक्ति का रास्ता है. In detail also I shall discuss these 3 verses again sometime. Thank you a lot. Om Shri Guruve Namaha.